Welcome to part 3 of our kindergarten self-portraits. So this can be adapted to kindergarten, first grade, second grade. A lot of different grades can do these same techniques. So in the last 2 videos, I showed you how to draw yourself as a portrait. In the last video, I showed you color mixing so that you could use crayon and mix yourself some different colors. So if you look close at the skin, you're going to see it's made up of many different colors. Everything on this is made up of a lot of colors. So today for our last step, we're going to be doing watercolor on top. So this is going to create something called a watercolor resist. What is it called? A watercolor resist. That's right, because water and wax don't like each other. So when they visit each other or see each other, they're just like, get away from me, get away from me. So that's what happens. So first thing I do is I have to swirl, swirl, swirl. I know it's a little hard to tell, but I'm using I'm going to say it's an aqua type of color. Okay, I want to really get my brush loaded with color, and then what I'm going to do is sweep over the top, and I can add some water to this, and what you're going to see is that the water and the oil pastel are not friends. They just really don't like each other. So you see how it's kind of beating up and doing some interesting things. Now to get this technique, you want to go very, very light with your watercolor. It's not going to show up well if you go very heavy or if it's coming out sticky. So you don't want to use it in a sticky way. You want to use it in a light way. Okay, I'm going to choose a different color for her collar. I think I'll do some purple. And again, I want to use it in a super light way. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a color from my background. All right. I'm going to choose a color I haven't used yet. I haven't really used too much green. I'm using a color I haven't used yet because I like for my picture to be very colorful, and if my picture seems to be missing a color, that will be my first choice. So I am going to do this light green. And what I'm going to do is begin to color or paint around in my background with this color. All right, and I want you to notice how long I'm able to paint for with one brush that's loaded with color. Look, I'm still going. Do you see that? So now at this time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add more color to my brush. Yeah. And what I'm doing is I am looking and I'm making sure that I am not painting over the stuff, because this isn't a painting over step, this is a painting around step. Okay, I'm adding a little bit more color to my brush. And again, I'm neatly painting around. We are going to paint over things too, but first we're going to do our backgrounds. I'm going to show you a few more things too. Eyes are on the screen. All right. So here I am. I've gone ahead and I've colored in my background. So now I want to show you I can mix in other colors with my background. My background is wet right now. I can actually go in and add other colors. So I just want to show you I'm putting a little bit of teal around. It's just really pretty, don't you think? Yeah. I can add some more water to it to make it spread out. Don't worry about your paper getting too watery. What's going to happen is it will dry really nicely. All right. So now, I think what I'll do now is I'm going to go over my skin with one more color. So I'm going to choose a nice skin tone type of top color for my skin. So I think the color I'm going to choose, let's see what I'll choose from all these colors. I think I'm going to do, I think I'll do a little tiny bit of orange.
Yes, I knew that.
All right. So I want you to see what's happening. So again, oil and water are not friends. They do not get along. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of sweeping over the top with this. Do you see how it's beating up? Do you see it just doesn't like the watercolor? They are not friends. So you see how there's a lot on the neck? What I'm going to do is I'm going to blot it. Give it a little blot. And this little blot, this is tapping with a piece of napkin actually, or any kind of paper towel. So I'm just blotting over, and that's going to help it look more natural. And I think I am going to add one more color to the top of this. I think I'll just add a tiny bit of red. I'm going to add it by the cheeks. Look at this. It's not going to stay that way, don't worry. I'm just playing around with some watercolor.
Playing around on your ear.
Okay.
Some on your ear.
Yep. So I just made my cheeks a little bit rosier by going and playing with this technique. All right. I think I will play and paint over my bow.
What? No. You have a bow?
I sure do. There it is. Maybe I'll put a little bit more color in it. Okay. And do you guys remember my blotting technique?
Yes.
Great. So remember, I tap down. Do you see?
Yeah.
Ooh, how pretty.
It looks pretty.
All right. Let's see. Maybe there's another color or two I want to add. I'm pretty much done. I'm getting to be done. I think I am going to go over my hair with some more brown.
Wow.
So do you see, again, the watercolor and the crayon don't like each other. They're just not friends.
Not like every time I come see each other's like, you please don't do this. But they're not listening.
All right. So now my hair is a lot darker. What am I going to do next, Aurora? Someone help her out. What do I do next?
Dad.
I'm going to dab it. That's right. I'm going to blot it. Remember this? Going to use my tissue or my paper towel, and I'm going to blot it.
The same thing that you're doing on that is what?
Let's see. Should I put a little bit of red in my hair just for fun?
Yeah.
Let's see how much more we can do with this. Let's see how it changes it when I put a little bit of red in. Let's see. I'll put a little bit in my bow too. A little bit here again. Should I leave it? Or should I do something? What should I do? I'm going to dab it.
You're gonna dab it.
I'm going to dab it. Okay. Ooh, I love her cheeks. They're just the cutest, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm dabbing and I'm dabbing and I'm dabbing away. So just a little bit of the color stays. Okay? Let's see. Is there any other part that I should do? What do you think? Maybe I should put a little bit more color in the shirt. I'll just show you that one more time. Okay, and maybe I'll put some other colors in it too. So as we've learned, you can mix color with watercolor. It just has to happen on your paper and not inside of the palette, like not inside the well. You wouldn't go from color to color. Sometimes I see kindergartners doing that, but that actually contaminates your paint. What does it do? Contaminates your paint. What does it mean when your paint gets contaminated? Someone tell me, Juliana.
It goes away.
Well, the color turns black. It turns like mucky yucky because people haven't washed their brush in between. So you see? Let's see, is there anything else you guys think I should do, or do you feel like I'm pretty much done at this point? What should I do, Landon?
For a little bit of orange.
A little bit of orange where?
In your hair.
Oh, in my hair? Okay, I can do that. I clean my brush. I always clean my brush in between. Yeah, all right. Let's see what happens if I put a little bit of orange in. We put a lot of colors in so far.
What happened? Oh, it looks like brown. It looks like a lightish brown. It's a lightish brown.
All right, and then what do I do? Someone tell me, Aurora. Aurora, what do I do? What do I do next?
Add a little bit yellow.
Well, first I'm going to dab.
What
Wow.
happened?
This hair has been through a lot of transitions. Should I maybe go over the eye color one more time?
Yeah.
All right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay. All right. Should we put a little bit of purple in her eyes just for fun? All right, what do I do? All right. All right, I think she's done. What do you think?
No.